Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this set and I'm going to be using these two colored acrylics by Modelones. The pink one is in the number 1 and then the glitter one is in the number 23. So be sure to go check them out. Right now they have 15% off their entire website, and then they're also giving away a free little kit if you spend over $50. Here are a few of the items that they have on their website. So they have a lot of colored acrylics, polygels, gel polishes, and a little bit of everything, so be sure to go check them out. But today we're going to be focusing on the acrylic application as I'm using those two products. So the first thing that I'm doing is just going in with a primer and just applying that on the natural nail. After that, I'm going to go in with my clear acrylic and just filling in the back of all of the nails. And as always, this is my alpha brush in a number 10. And as always, the reason why we have to go in and do the clear is just because since we're using colored acrylic, we want to be able to file away the colored acrylic next time whenever she comes in and she wants a different color. So right before I filed away all of the colored acrylic from the set, she had a hot pink color. And as you can see, I just filed all of that away. So I'm going in and filling the nails in with clear. So then next time we can do the same thing. So like I said, just applying the acrylic closer to the cuticle area, brushing it down towards the tip, and then if you need to add a little bit more somewhere else, that is completely fine, but you want to just get a coat just evenly throughout the entire nail. Alrighty, so after we finish doing the clear over all of the nails, now I'm going to go in with the light pink. And you guys can tell, but it actually has a little bit of shimmer to it, and it's definitely really pretty. But I'm just going to apply this on all of the nails except for the index finger. On that one, I'm going to do the clear with, or sorry, the iridescent glitter with the snowflakes on there. But remember that when you're applying colored acrylic, you're only applying it for the color, and then you actually build your apex and your thickness with the clear. But with this color being so light, as you can see, I'm gonna be going in and applying a little bit here and there to kind of, you know, make sure that we have that full coverage and it just does not look patchy. And then once I get a nice coverage, then I'll go in with the clear to encapsulate. And the reason why you have to encapsulate is just because whenever you're using colored acrylic, if you do not encapsulate, you will file away the colored acrylic, and that will make the acrylic look patchy. So make sure that you always go in with a good clear. Alrighty, so now for this index finger, I'm going in with the number 23, which is this really pretty iridescent glitter, y'all. I fell in love with this acrylic. It's so freaking pretty, and like it just goes on so good. So once we get a good coverage of this glitter, I'm gonna go in with some little snowflakes, and I'm just gonna apply 3, like a bigger one in the middle and then 2 small ones, one at the top, one at the bottom. And I apply the snowflakes on the nail while the acrylic is still a little bit wet. That way they kind of stick to the nail really good. And then with the bigger snowflakes, since it does have since since it's a little bit bigger, I go in with a little bit of glue and just place it on the edges, like underneath the snowflake, and that way I can just press the sides of the snowflakes and make them stick down to the nail before I go in to encapsulate. Alrighty, so now the snowflake is nice and flat on the nail. So I am going to wait a little bit and let that glue dry because I don't want it to get on my brush. And then I'll go back and encapsulate. But for the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do the clear on this nail. Or sorry, the pink on this nail. So same thing, just going in with the pink. Just making sure we have a good coverage. And then we're going to go in and encapsulate. And then also just a reminder that when you are working with colored acrylics, you want to make sure that you are wiping your brush off a lot as you're working, because if not, that acrylic is going to get stuck to your brush. And really, that's with using acrylic, period. I know lately, I don't know why, but the acrylic has been getting stuck to my brush. So sometimes you will see me switch back and forth to from using my brown brush and my pink brush, which they're both by Alpha Brush, and they're both the same size, which is the number 10 in an oval shape. But it is good to keep like an extra brush just in case that happens. That way you can just set one brush into your brush cleaner and let it soak while you use the other brush. That way you don't have to sit there and wait until, you know, your brush is finished soaking. You can just continue with a different brush. So definitely suggest you having, you know, multiple brushes just in case, because I know for me it does happen pretty often. Even when I wipe my brush off a lot when I'm working, it still happens. And sometimes you really just can't help it, especially depending on what acrylic you're using. But with this one, you definitely have to be careful. But anyways, as you can see, y'all, that pink is looking so freaking pretty. I mean, that coverage is really good. The color is really light yet really pretty. But now we're going in with the clear, and we're just going to encapsulate. And remember, y'all, I cannot stress this enough, but remember that when you're doing acrylic nails, make sure that you always look at the nail from different angles. That way you know where you need to add more product. That way you don't have really thin and flat nails, because for one, they're not cute, and two, they will break or lift if you don't have a nice apex or thickness at the tip. And then also, as I'm applying the acrylic, I'll always wipe the side of the nails, and this is just going to help us keep our shape. That way the acrylic does not take away from the shape and it don't make the nail wider or anything. So you see me doing that to the sides and the free edge as well. And then, as always, making sure that we clean around the cuticle area really good. That way we don't have any product on the skin and we won't have any lifting. Alrighty, so next we're going to go in and encapsulate these snowflakes. So I'm going to go in with the clear, placing my bead right in the middle, very gently patting it down and brushing it down towards the tip. And just a reminder that whenever you are brushing your acrylic, you want to make sure that you're brushing super gently, because you just want to brush the acrylic down to blend it in. You don't want to brush it off the nail. And then also I feel like if you pat too hard and brush too hard as well, I feel like it makes the acrylic dry a lot faster, and then that's when it becomes like bumpy and lumpy. So make sure that you are not brushing too hard. And then also whenever you're encapsulating, usually you'll be able to know whenever you've encapsulated the nail good enough, because your glitter and stuff will look a little bit dull like you see here. If you see any shiny spots, that means that glitter is not completely encapsulated. And then just like any other time, making sure that we are looking for that apex and thickness as we're applying the acrylic. Alrighty, so we finished that hand. So now we're going to go in and do the exact same thing on this other hand. So going in and doing the clear first, and then going in with the pink. On the index finger, we're going to do the clear, the glitter, the snowflakes, and then the clear. Alrighty, so I finished applying the acrylic. Again, I used the number 1 and then I used the number 23, which as you can see was super pretty. This is again by Modelones, so be sure to go check them out so you don't miss out on their Christmas sale. But now we're gonna go in and reshape the nails. As always, going in at a 90-degree angle on the sides and the free edge, making sure that when you're doing this, you're holding your file really straight. That way you get that perfect coffin shape. Alrighty, so up next, we're going to go in with the e-file and we're just going to be filing all of the nails. I'm using my fine drill bit, which is a carbide one, and I do have these on my Amazon storefront, so I'll be sure to leave the link down below. On my actual website, I have the fine ceramic ones, and then I also have the extra coarse safety drill bits, which are the ones that I use as well. I just recently switched over to using this one just because I feel like I'm able to file a lot faster since it is a little bit more sharp. So definitely would recommend you use the ceramic one as a beginner because it's not as sharp and you don't have to be too scared to cut anyone because, like I said, it's not too sharp. But with this one, it is a little bit more sharp, so you definitely have to be careful. But anyways, as always, whenever we are filing the nails, we're just going around the cuticle area first, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, making sure that we seal that cuticle area really good. We want it to be really nice and smooth and sealed. That way you don't get any water or any type of moisture trapped underneath the nail, because that will cause your nail to lift. And then of course filing the rest of the nail. And with me, I'm able to apply my acrylic pretty smoothly, so I don't have to do too much filing. But if your nails are pretty bumpy and lumpy, then of course you'll have to spend a little bit more time filing the entire nail to make sure that it's nice and smooth. But the only way to get rid of those bumps and lumps is by filing with either an e-file like I'm doing here, or a hand file if you're not to the point where you're comfortable using an e-file. And then also, with that being said, the only way to get better at using an e-file is really just by practicing. So if you have to slow it down, you know, to feel a little bit more comfortable, that is completely fine. Just adjust the speed to whatever you feel comfortable using it at. During this step, I am actually using it at 10,000 RPMs. Whenever I file down the acrylic or gel polish, I use it at 15,000 RPMs. And to remove the shine from the natural nail, I use it at 5,000 RPMs. So like I said, if that is too fast or too slow, just adjust the speed to whatever you feel comfortable using it at. Alrighty, so after we finish filing the nails, I'm going to go in with the buffer. And this is to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure that you buff those nails really good. Alrighty, so after we finish buffing the nails, I'm going to go in and just dust the nails off and then wipe them off with an alcohol wipe. And then after that, I'm going to be going in with my gel polish. I'm using Angel Wings and Perfect White, both by Madam Glam. As always, I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave that down below. But for the pinky, we're just going to do kind of like a white and pink candy cane So we're just going in and just drawing the lines. I'm going in with the pink first, and I'm using my small marble nail brushes. And as you can see, just drew the lines going diagonal, and then in between those pink lines I'm gonna go in with my white. So again, that was Angel Wings, which is the pink, and then Perfect White, which is of course the white. So after we finish doing this design, we're gonna cure the nail for 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other pinky. Alrighty, so next I'm going to go in and draw some snowflakes on the ring finger. And I'm using the same white gel polish. And really the key to drawing these snowflakes is just making sure that when you're doing these, you're using a really fine nail brush. And then also that you don't have too much polish on your brush. So before you actually apply the polish on your on the nail, make sure that you wipe a little bit off on your little nail polish plate. I do have my little nail polish plates on my website, so be sure to go check that out before they sell out. I think it's only a few left. I'll be sure to leave the link down below for you guys. But I'm just going to do that big snowflake, and then I'm going to do a smaller one closer to the tip, and then I am going to go in and kind of draw a few dots just like little snow. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other ring finger as well. For the middle finger, we're going to be applying some bling, and then on the thumb we're going to outline the tip like into a V shape with the pink, and then applying some bling around the cuticle area. Alrighty, so like I said, for the thumb, we're going to go in and just outline these sides to where they meet right in the middle. And then this is the same pink, which is in the color Angel Wings. After this, we're going to go in and cure for 30 seconds. And then we're going to come back in and apply some bling closer to the cuticle area. Alrighty, so now we're going in with some bling. So I applied the Soleil Nail Adhesive. I'm using my rhombus, my horse eye crystals, and then I'm also going to be using my ABSS6, SS12, some pink stones, and some pearls as well. And y'all, when it comes to me doing designs with bling, I honestly just kind of start doing it. However, I usually don't have anything that, like a picture that I'm looking at or anything. I just kind of do whatever comes to mind first. And that's definitely what happened here. Alrighty, so after we finish doing the middle finger, I'm going to go in and do the bling around the cuticle area on this thumb. So I'm just going to do like an outline around the cuticle area. So doing the pink, the ABSS6, and then I'm also going to do a pearl and another pink one going down the middle of the nail. Still staying close to the cuticle area. I didn't want to take away from the pink outline. Alrighty, so now I'm just spraying the nails with the Hurry Up Spray, which is a spray that helps that glue dry a lot faster. Since it is a gel resin, it is a little bit thicker, so it takes a little bit longer to dry. And then now I'm just going in and applying my top coat. And I actually just bought this top coat, which is my gel top coat from, I think it's called Kupa, Kupa. I know it's a really known company. I wanted to try it out because I think I seen someone using it. So I was just gonna give it a shot to see if it was like super shiny. But for anyone that's out there looking for top coats, or for anyone out there that knows of a really shiny top coat that is gonna stay shiny for however long, 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long, be sure to let us know down in the comments, because people are always looking for different top coats. I always use the Madam Glam one. I've also used a few other different ones, but I like to just try out different ones every now and then just to see what's out there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this hand. So going in and applying the crystals on the middle finger and the thumb. After that, spraying them with the Hurry Up Spray, and then doing the top coat. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really, really pretty. I know you guys love this picture from my Instagram. So again, the acrylics that I used were from Modelones. Be sure to go check them out before their Christmas sale ends. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to go follow me on Instagram at GetNail32, and I will see you guys next time.